Ready to ace the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam? Welcome to Everything Teacher channel. My name is Donita, and I'm a test prep expert and teacher certification advisor with Study.com. Today, I'm here to give you my top 10 tips for tackling the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to study, how to manage your time, and how to approach the exam strategically. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, understand the structure of the exam. Before you even think about cracking open a textbook, the first step is to understand the structure of the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam. This test is required for anyone seeking a multiple subject teaching credential at the elementary level or special education in California. It's split into 3 subtests. Subtest I, Test Code 101, focuses on reading, language and literature, history, and social science. Subtest II, Test Code 214, concentrates on science and mathematics. Subtest III, Test Code 225, is on physical education, human development, and visual and performing arts. Each subtest contains multiple choice questions and constructed response questions. Subtests 1 and 2 include 26 multiple choice questions and 2 constructed response questions for each subject area, while Subtest 3 features 13 multiple choice questions and 1 constructed response question for each content area. Subtests 1 and 2 are 180 minutes each, and Subtest 3 is 135 minutes long. Knowing the breakdown and timing allows you to plan your study sessions accordingly. Tip number 2, plan ahead for the test format. My second tip is about the test format and planning ahead. You have the option to take the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam either at an authorized testing center or through online proctoring. However, there's an important exception. Subtest II cannot be taken remotely because it includes a handwritten response. This part of the exam requires you to put your pen to paper, which is then scanned upon completion. If you're opting for the online proctoring, make sure you're eligible and do a system check before you register. For in-person testing, you can take each subtest separately or tackle all 3 of them in one marathon session. If you're testing from home, you'll need a clear workspace, a stable internet connection, and a working webcam as proctors monitor you throughout the entire session. For both online and in-person testing, no personal items are allowed, so that means no phones, smartwatches, notes, or electronic devices. If you're testing in person, your items will be stored in a secure area, and if you're testing remotely, you must show your workspace on camera to confirm it's clear. My third tip is all about timing. Tip number 3, master time management. One of the biggest challenges with the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam is time management. I recommend aiming for about 1 minute and 45 seconds per multiple choice question. This pacing not only keeps you moving steadily, but also allows you to complete each section with time to spare. For constructed response questions, allocate 20 minutes each. This gives you time to plan, write, and proofread your response. During the first 2 minutes, plan your response by outlining key points. Spend the next 15 minutes writing your answer with clear explanations and examples, and spend the last 3 minutes on proofreading for clarity and grammar. Following this plan should leave you with 6 to 9 minutes at the end of each subtest to go back and review flagged questions. Partial credit can be the difference between passing and failing. So even if you're not 100% confident in your constructed responses, write something. The smartest way to study for the CSET is to target your weak areas first. So tip number 4 is to focus on your weak areas. After you've reviewed the subject matter requirements, make a list of the topics where you feel least confident. This is where you should spend the bulk of your study time. For example, if science concepts like photosynthesis or the water cycle trip you up, dedicate extra hours to reviewing those subjects. I also recommend using your college textbooks, class notes, and even public school materials that are currently used in California classrooms. If you're still in touch with your professors or educators, Ask them for guidance on challenging topics. The more focused your study sessions, the more efficient your learning will be. Tip number 5, take practice tests under real conditions. Next, one of the best ways to prepare is to take full-length practice tests under real conditions. This means setting a timer for 180 minutes for Subtest I and II and 135 minutes for Subtest III. Remove all distractions and complete the test in one setting. This not only helps you with pacing, but also builds the mental stamina you'll need on exam day. After completing the practice test, don't just look at your score, analyze your mistakes. Understand why you missed each question and study the concept until you feel confident. For constructed response questions, compare your answers to sample responses in the CSET preparation guide. Notice how strong responses are structured, clear, and thorough. Tip number 6, master multiple choice strategies. Multiple choice questions are not just about what you know, they're about how well you can eliminate wrong answers, which is why you need to master multiple choice strategies. Start by quickly scanning the answer options and cross out the obvious wrong ones. This improves your chances of guessing correctly if you're stuck. I also recommend paying close attention to qualifying words like always, never, most, and some. These words can drastically change the meaning of a statement. For scenario-based questions, ask yourself, what would be the most effective teaching strategy in a real classroom setting? Tip number 7, main idea, approach, proof, or map your responses. My 7th tip has got something to do with a common test-taking hurdle of writing essays under pressure. One of the best ways to tackle constructed response questions on the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam is by using the MAP method. This simple 3-step outline helps you structure your thoughts quickly and stay focused while writing. For the main idea, write a single sentence that directly answers the prompt. This is your thesis or main argument. Next is to compose your approach. List 2 to 3 strategies, concepts, or points that support your main idea. These will be your key arguments or steps. Last is proof. Next to each point, jot down a quick example, fact, or explanation that backs it up. This could be a classroom application, a historical fact, or a scientific concept, whatever fits the prompt. This outline takes 2 to 3 minutes to create and gives you a clear roadmap to write a structured, well-organized response. Not only will it help you stay on topic, but it also ensures you include specific examples, something scorers are looking for. Tip number 8, mastering classroom application questions. One of the trickiest parts of the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam is tackling those classroom application questions, the ones that ask you to apply your content knowledge to real-world teaching scenarios. To answer these effectively, I recommend using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. First, identify the classroom scenario presented in the question or situation. For example, if the question describes a student struggling with reading comprehension, acknowledge that challenge in your response. For task, describe the educational objective or the specific learning need that must be addressed. In this case, it might be improving the student's ability to identify main ideas and supporting details. Next is action. Explain the specific strategies or actions you would implement to address the need. For reading comprehension, you might mention using guided reading sessions, think aloud strategies, or graphic organizers to help students structure their understanding of the text. Last is result. Conclude with what success would look like if your strategies are effective. This could be improved comprehension skills, higher reading fluency, or greater confidence in analyzing text. This method not only helps you structure your response logically, but also demonstrates your ability to think like a teacher, identifying needs, applying strategies, and focusing on outcomes. Practicing this method before test day will make it second nature when you see those application questions. Tip number 9, always review your answers. One of the products of good test pacing is getting enough time and being able to go back and review your answers, which is my 9th tip. I always tell people to never leave questions blank. On the CSET, there's no penalty for guessing. If you're not sure about the question, flag it and move on. Once you've completed the subtest, go back and review those flagged questions with a fresh perspective. Often the answer becomes clearer when you revisit it. For constructed response questions, double check that you've answered all the parts in the prompt. It's easy to miss a second or third part of the question when you're focused on just one section. Tip number 10, set study goals to build confidence. Now, if there's one thing I recommend above all else, it's setting clear, achievable study goals. Tip number 10 is all about building confidence through setting goals. Breaking your preparation into smaller milestones helps you track your progress and stay motivated. For example, you might aim to master language and literacy questions by the end of week 1, mathematics by week 2, and science and social science by week 3. Each time you hit a goal, you'll feel more confident and ready for test day. And there you have it, my top 10 tips for acing the CSET Multiple Subjects Exam. With the right strategies, smart study habits, and effective time management, you're well on your way to passing with confidence. If you're looking for more support to understand the content and structure of the exam, check out study.com's CSET Multiple Subjects Test Prep course. Their course is packed with comprehensive video lessons, practice quizzes, and full-length practice tests that mirror the real exam, making it one of the best ways to solidify your knowledge and boost your confidence before test day. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more strategies and study tips. Remember, every bit of preparation gets you one step closer to the classroom, so good luck, and you've got this.